Hi, Smiles Red Songbird, the Michelle Birdsong. Welcome to New York City. Find smiles inside yourself. Okay, I'm mainstreaming clues to you today, as always. This is a picture of my collage. There's Satan, his head's been cut off. And this is Jessica, the RN, standing with her eyes nearly closed. Father Tom, who co-founded St. Francis of Assisi. He was St. James the Greater, Jesus Christ's disciple. So this is Jesus Christ's wife, Mary Magdalene, and her daughter Robin, who was Azor, the baby child of Adam and Eve. This is Alex. I don't know if he's a demon or he's pretending to be a demon. Sheila, the art director here, was responsible for exhibiting the Michelle Birdsong's collages in Mumbai, India, and in New York City. Raphael Santana, who cleans the place very well. Clark Kent, who was Paladin, Have Gun, Will Travel. Orlando. We went to Orlando, Florida, to Disney World and had the time of our life, me, Michael, and Melanie. This is Milton Harris, the Michelle Birdsong's father in a past life. He's a bisexual who passed on his genes to her when she was Gertrude Stein, but she knows better than that now. This is Tony, who collects money, and he forgets every day to give me back my quarter because I only pay 75 cents because I'm a lacto vegetarian and don't eat the main dish, which is dead animal flesh. This is John, I believe. Yeah, John Leibowitz, who is Dizzy Gillespie, who acts like he's just the nicest guy in the whole world. Then when you mention Will Smith to him, he says, oh, I don't like that guy. Anybody who doesn't like Will Smith, who was Seth, the third and perfect son of Adam and Eve, something's wrong with their heart. This is Rochelle. I don't know where she is. I haven't seen her in a while. Hallie, who they moved from residence 3, this one, to residence 2, and he misses us. Carlos Castaneda, who was a writer, and his name is Michael Raker. He was also a serial killer. This is Lisa, who's a mother who works behind the counter here at St. Francis of Assisi. Carlos, who I think would be a good husband for her. He was married to Eve in a past life. He also works behind the counter and does other odd jobs. This is Gretel, Big Ham, who was Little Black Sambo, who was Ronald McDonald, who had her face tattooed black. And then I did a little talk and share with her and asked her if she wanted to be black, and then she suddenly realized she wanted to be black so much she had her face tattooed black. Then she got her home care helper to find a tattoo parlor that removed tattoos, so she's having that tattoo removed from her face. That's Charlene Kelk. She was the Michelle Birdsong's mother in a past life. This is John, the Michelle Birdsong's husband in a past life. We're having a cookout in the backyard. Most of the food I can't eat. But they had a great band, and I was the muse. Okay, let's move right along. This is Abe's, A.B. This is Abe's vegan corn muffins. They're better than regular corn muffins that leave a bad taste in your mouth. So I ate it with cold milk, and it was delicious. Robin gave it to me, brought it for me from Whole Foods. This is a Subway to go. This is a vegetable sandwich on English cheese bread, tomato, spinach, onions, jalapeno peppers, lettuce, green peppers, and avocado. Just delicious. Okay. Lacto-vegetarian diet is a diet of empathy. You don't kill the animals, yet it's not as extreme as a vegan diet. You can still do milk and yogurt. You don't kill the cow for that. And it relieves the cow actually. So, Amica, I went to the doctor at Mount Sinai, and he was a Muslim. I think his name was Dr. Shah, and he wanted to give me more pills. And I said, will it hurt the baby? And he said, you're not pregnant. I said, I am pregnant. He says, you can't be pregnant. You're 74 years old. And I said, he said, why do you think you're pregnant? I said, God told me I'm pregnant. He said, well, you're not pregnant. I said, well, God knows more than you. So he said, well, if you don't take these pills for cholesterol, you're going to die. And your babies are going to die. And I said, well, they're going to be retarded if I take the pills. I'm not taking these pills. So he said, well, we have no more business to do today. So he practically kicked me out. And when they sent a feedback form, I told them online exactly what had happened. And this woman, Amica, a practice administrator at Mount Sinai, called me and was so apologetic that somebody's bedside manner was so awful. She said, doctors are never supposed to do that. And she said, it's going to go in his record what he's done, and if you ever have any more problems here, just come and see me. So I was satisfied. And then I have here prosecute. I called Barr's office. This is, this is the number 202-514-2000, and I left a message. Prosecute Comey for his Pfizer abuse, and prosecute Andrew McCabe. See, because if we don't speak up, they're going to listen to the deep state. They're not going to listen to us. So imagine how many 300 million people in America, how many? What if they all called and demanded justice for the people? You know we get it, don't you? Here's a video I recommend. It's called The Deep State. 50-year-old recording confirms everything that's going on in 2019. Comorison Q714 is a channel on YouTube. This is really helpful. It just really names all the problems. This is a book, Behold a Pale Horse. Breaking news. Multiple shooters, black ops in Odessa, Texas at Alternative Media TV. And you know they're going to scrub it. They're going to say there was a single shooter, and they're going to take back all the breaking news. So you should check this out because they downloaded the information. They have it. More mention includes to you the Horn News Comey disgraced excerpts from this. 45,752 votes. Has Trump been a good president? Yes answer. Your answer was yes. Although I'm voting for Will Smith for 2020. Trump has been an excellent president. But he has ties to the Jews, the fake Jews, who are the core of the problem in the world. So has Trump been a good president? Yes, that's 76%, 34,000, almost 35,000. No, 22%, almost 10,000. The uninformed or misinformed said no. Not sure, 2%, 1,000. They're not paying attention at all. Comey can deflect all he wants, but the truth remains that he got caught and that Trump wasn't so crazy to fire Comey after all. He mishandled information with Hillary Clinton. That's what one reporter said on this story. He mishandled information with Trump. That sounds like a guy who was never fit enough for the position he held. He couldn't perform his job, and the latest evidence proved just that. The Horn editorial team and the Associated Press contributed to this video I recommend. Psychological Warfare. E. Michael Jones on YouTube. Censorship at the E. Michael Jones channel. Video Milo, Forbidden Conversation. Jordan B. Peterson's channel. He is Peter's son, St. Peter's son, in a past life. Jordan does seem to be St. Peter's son on a good man. I don't quite understand that. Video, Poor New York Times by Stefan Molyneux channel. This is a most entertaining video. He said the Times is claiming to quote back journalists. What they said publicly is sinister. I didn't say to misquote these journalists. Just to quote them is sinister. That's ridiculous. I think it's revealing is what it is. I think it's a fine idea. Maybe these journalists will have more compassion if their mistakes are held to the light. Tweet from Brit Hume at Andrew McCarthy asks, why do Clinton, Mills, Aberdeen, and Combetta get a pass in a criminal investigation triggered by actual crimes, but Flynn, Papadopoulos, Vanderzon, and Stone get hammered in an investigation predicated by no crime? Malred Songbird tweeted back, because the investigators are also crooked. Jesus said, I have come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. Eating vegetarian diet and not eating the dead is having a more abundant life, says the Michelle Bird song. This is personal that I'm sharing with you. That's an important realization who my very first family is. The sun, moon, angel Gabriel. The sun is the father, the moon is the mother, and angel Gabriel is a brother. Those are the real rulers. Then came Evangeline, Eve's van with lines of guardian angels. Invisible ties to husbands, sons, daughters, sisters, brothers, and fathers. The ties are her guardian angels. I understand the hierarchy of heaven on earth. This earthly family, except for Seth, are badly flawed. Seth being Will Smith. Battle scars. I have received little pleasure from them. Mostly, I've been walking on eggshells lest they give up again and kill themselves, this time to be dead for eternity. You can look at the beautiful moon. She's a reflection of her husband, the sun, God. Looks could kill. If you look at the sun often enough, those looks will kill your eyesight. 95%. What you know from seeing. Seeing is believing. Life is what you're believing on. Though Angel Gabriel has the honor of God, DNA of God, he is also part man, God man, good deed man, human. He is setting up the earth to be the physicalized heaven. To understand what and when to do, consult a good astrologer like Evangeline Adams. I hope Sing Robin. Oh no, I begin here. I hope my museum, Mainstream Includes to You, becomes popular, internationally known, recognized, because of its ability to touch the human hearts. It contains stories, clues about other humans, which gives people clues about themselves and inspires people to find out about themselves, to search for their soul purpose. Yours is to help people, to give clues to people as to how they can help themselves, to the bounty, so they'll have something to share with others and thereby have a give and take relationship, not a give-give and not a take-take relationship, a balanced, a fair way of relating. I think that's all I'm going to be able to say today because I'm at 14 minutes. But I'll keep going. The most disturbing news item of the week, Trump insider Assure, Black Patriot channel. It's time to wake up, to speak up, to let your voice be heard, lest you become part of the herd of sheep. So many peeps are trying to make you, because they see you are willing to be good, to help others. They want to use you, to trick you into giving them everything, including your labor. Then they'll have power to savor how smart they are and how dumb you were to be good. God is good. Satan is a manipulation. He or she, his followers, will put themselves on the back for being smart, pat themselves on the back for being smart enough, sharp enough to hook up with Satan, who has a heart that used his moxie to outsmart good God, because people didn't believe anybody could be so evil as to crush somebody so good and take, using usury, all the money for themselves. But in the end, God said, it's not how much you know, it's how much you love that counts. I hope my children gain humility and sincerity. Sin in North Carolina entailed her pleasure. The end of tale. Truth before I. Eve energy. I enter. Gorinda and Michelle each the winner. Enter Eve mother. The mother of the beginner. Aria, now Aria, Elizabeth, genius of Golden Age. Michelle, one with God, eternal. Golden Age is written on this, the true page containing the wage of Herstory. Okay, my old red songbird. We'll talk to you again soon. Herstory gains a golden age for eternity for the world. That's pretty darn good. So long.